Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Algebra. Welcome again from E15, where learning never ends. Thank you. We have we had our SAT problem today. We had Braden solve this one. That was really good work. And then we had we're going to get into section 6.1. Did we finish? Where did we leave off yesterday?
We're on 10.
We starting 10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the reference point business. And let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, these ones here. So the paper goes up through 13, right? Is that right? Okay. Okay, what I want to do is I want to show you kind of how this is going to work on these, and then I'll take turns with the audience for these others. But we're going to look at, I'm going to look at 10 first. And so, so basically, when we go ahead and I want to make this in the form f of x equals ax minus h cubed plus k. Okay, that's the form we've been working with. And we have this 1/3 sitting here in parentheses, so what do you think I'm going to suggest doing with that 1/3?
You want to
simplify it.
do the cube thing.
Yeah, I'm going to want to cube that 1/3, so what is going to be 1/3 cubed?
Well,
Give me
wait, is it
just.
just
Well,
one?
I was thinking that.
What's going to be 1/3 cube that? What's 1/3 cube?
We gotta find.
127?
It's going to be 1/27th, right? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
It'll be 1/27th. And so now we can write this as 1/27th, rewrite this 1/27th x cubed. And so what kind of thing, it says what kind of transformation is going to occur to make this, if you have f of x equals x cubed, and this is g of x, what graphical transformation occurs here? G of x is
It is compressed.
yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll call on somebody, get some participation on this. So at least you can answer some questions on this one. Okay, we have Lillian for this one.
Oh, I think so. Okay, hold on. I'm writing down 1/2%.
So g of x is f of x. What is g of x compared to f of x? What do you do to f of x to get g of x?
Okay, well, it's being vertically stretched. Or not vertical. Yeah. By 1/27.
Okay, are you gonna smash it down or stretch it?
I don't want to smash it down.
You're gonna smash it down, right? Do you have a calculator on your disposal?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably should see that.
Oh, I didn't put it in the calculator.
Okay, that's fine. By a factor of 1/27th, okay? So that's what happens. It says then graph. So this is the graphical transformation that this makes. And when we graph that, so what you can do is and what they do is they help you out by giving these reference points to start with. And so if we take x, f of x, and I'm going to write a third column here called g of x. So if we have x here being -1, and f of x is going to be -1, right? And if we vertically compress this -1 by a factor of 1/27th, what's g of x going to be? -1 times 1/27th? Well, it's gonna be negative 1/27th, yeah. Somebody said it over here. Who said it over here? So, okay, no, somebody, some male voice said it over here.
I have a deep voice, but.
Was that
that's
you?
irrelevant. Yeah,
Was that you who
was
said it? I thought it was one of the guys along the wall there, okay. Okay, and then if we plug in 0, but for f of x, we have 0, 0, right? And what's 1/27th of 0? 0, right? And then the last one we have is 1, 1, 1. And what do we compress that? 1/27th. So what do we do with this thing? We're taking this thing and taking these reference points and putting them right up here. And so we should get relative, we should get something like, we should get a very smashed, very vertically smashed thing like this, right? Did anybody graph that in the calculator? You should see something like that. Is that what you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know exactly the dimensions of the smashing, but you see that's what happens, right? And then it says graph g of x. It says by applying the same transformations, and so yeah, these are the transformations applied, right? So that's all done. Now, is that so bad?
No.
That's not bad, is it? Okay, go ahead and do number 11. I'll call on somebody else for number 11. I want to thank Lily for that. That was really Lillian. Or say.
Everybody
So just be ready if you need to help each other in this one. Go ahead and do that. I'll call on someone.
Mr. G, this has nothing to do with math, but you're smarter than me. What sounds do giraffes make? I literally,
You have a hard time thinking of one.
yeah, I can't think of one, and it's like bothering me.
You should. There should be a sound they make.
I know,
Maybe
like a,
like,
yeah.
I
like a
didn't
call.
know Cheers made noise,
That's a good
but one
question.
time, like a
Okay.
group of Cheers ran past me, and they're like, like,
I'm trying to find the author of this. Is this your paper here?
It might be mine.
Okay, is it Lillian's paper?
it might not. Wait, I forgot how I write numbers.
You should go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is not mine. I don't write my ends like that. I do this.
The other candidates here are Ray, Rihanna, and Jax, so we don't have to be with anybody.
Or let's think it got.
You know what? I don't know what I was writing my numbers.
I'd like to fix those.
You should know how to do that.
That's at the top.
You should remember I was putting the right numbers. Stupid. I got points.
Wait, why do I have?
Wait, why'd you give me these
A
papers?
blue star.
Hang on a second.
I gotta go.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's what I need to save. I need to save pages for later. Yeah, I'm losing track here, guys, sorry about that.
Did we do this?
Okay, let me call,
Trevor, have you not gotten dress coded yet?
okay, this one here, this next one, 11, we have Trevor.
Speaking of Trevor, that was crazy. That was a coincidence. I said your name and then he
So
said,
go ahead and, yeah, go
I'm sorry.
ahead and finish my attendance taking.
Hold on.
That's funny.
After school.
Oh, Lord. That was a lot. That was insane.
The sport is such a life.
I thought that sounds like, I haven't had a conversation with them like that, and it just happened.
Every time we
Okay, Abigail not here today,
Literally.
Daisy not here, Tyler not here.
Y'all,
Shower thoughts all fully clothed in that school.
With your best friend.
Everybody else is here. Yeah, okay.
I was talking to her about it, and she was like,
I hate those videos.
she said, I've never thought of this. I was like, she's like, not really.
Text that FaceTime.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Okay,
I was never.
what do you have here? What's going on here? Number 11. Let me erase this, make some room here.
Drop to it, no, right?
Okay, what's going on with number 11?
Would it be the same as 10, since it's...
It'll be similar, would it be similar to problem 10? Is that right? Okay, so let's write, how would you say that? G of x is
vertically compressed?
Is f of x vertically compressed
I just got to scoop.
vertically compressed
By a factor of 127.
by a factor,
I'm stoned off my gourd right now.
so you're
I
saying,
dropped out 8th grade.
so you're saying that's 1/27th there? Doesn't look like that to me. What is that?
1/3.
About 1/3, right? By a factor of vertically compressed, I should say, right? Vertically compressed by a factor
He killed you, Trevor.
of
Like, if
1/3.
he saw you on the street, he wouldn't even think.
Okay, well, so we don't need to be talking about violence.
Oh, no.
I know, we wouldn't do anything.
No, we weren't. We're talking about what we're learning in history.
Oh, okay, all right.
Do you want to know something that Trevor said? Do you want to know something that Trevor thinks that Adolf Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy?
And we're
Okay,
making
well,
fun-
Hey, can we make fun
I
of
don't
him a
know, it's
little
like,
bit?
I don't know, the way I think of it is when you talk about,
Okay.
The way
when you talk
think it-
about the spectrum of evil is I think Hitler pretty much maxes it out.
Yeah, it's like the devil, and it's like Hitler.
Right there.
And it's like
Hitler's
Jesus.
like,
Yeah,
It's
so
like
I mean,
the devil,
Okay.
Charles Manson, Jesus, me.
maybe it's just me, I don't know. That's
I know
just,
it's a lot of people. It's everyone.
Hitler's out.
that's just, that's what I think, right?
No, Steve thinks it.
She was messing with you.
Now, here's the thing, though, it's about Hitler that's interesting, is that even though, I mean, responsible for, I guess he's the primary guy responsible for 6 to 7 million
Oh, yeah.
Jews dying,
Yes, that.
and not to mention, like tens of millions of Russians
Yes,
in that
he
front
knows
in the
this.
war, okay? So he has that, but while he did that, while he was doing that, he still had some aspects of humanity about him, like he had liked dogs and stuff like that.
Well, you can like dogs and kill 6 million people.
Well, I mean, it's very strange, right? So he's nice to dogs,
What
but
if I-
kills people, like,
Yeah.
So if I
Let's
don't
just say
like dogs,
dogs.
am I automatically
No, you can.
yeah, so if you don't like dogs, does that make you a good guy?
wait, you're-
Because that's opposite of Hitler? Okay, so it's really weird. Then he is a vegetarian, and
cat?
just different things, and
Yeah. Trevor owns a dog. He owns 3 dogs, and
So-
he's just like Hitler.
I was like, how do you know that?
well, let's, anyway,
But
Let's hear how. What are you gonna say?
Pull up your PowerPoint on why Hitler is
Did
that
they
bad
deserve
of a
it?
guy.
They didn't deserve it.
They were literally just.
okay.
hey, it's their personal problem. Okay, maybe they should have died.
Bro, maybe you should have here with him.
Okay, hey, let's try to bring it back here. We've had our mini tangent into history here today. Let's go ahead and look at that. And I got a story to share along those lines, though. Okay, go ahead, Trevor. What do you got? So factor of 1/3, and then to graph the thing, it says we apply the we apply this.
Might as well just stop the video.
So we have x, f of x, and g of x. So we're going to go -1, 0, 0, and 1, 1. So what goes over here?
-1/3.
-1/3, 0, and 1/3. And so we graph this thing. It's going to be kind of similar, like you say, to number 10, but these are going to be up a little higher, so it's not going to be smashed quite as flat, right? Actually, it's going to be right. It's going to be right here. So it's going to come. So it's going to come something like this. Not smashed as flat as. So it'll look something like this. Did you graph that in the calculator? Does it look something like that? Yeah, it does. It does, Garrett. Okay, just not smashed as flat. All right. Questions on that one? That's not bad, is it? It's not too bad.
Same as the other.
Why would it be 1/3 on that one instead of 1/7?
I know.
Because there's not parentheses.
Oh,
And the third is not on the outside of the parentheses.
Yeah, so we have to
All day.
Okay, good.
No one's saying.
I saw it. I guess I would be, I don't know, it's like,
All day.
it's like, oh, whatever, I would have been, it's like a Holocaust.
No pun intended.
Now this should teach you something.
Yeah.
he gives you like
You know
the
what? I'm
other,
not
like
sure
the
what that. We should
swastika
bring back
instead of the star.
Hitler's views.
He's been reincarnated as Trevor.
I've been reading this audiobook. It's called When Time Stopped, and it's about a Czechoslovakian person who lived through that Holocaust era and what they did. He went and worked in Berlin, and he was part of a paint factory there, paint enterprise, and they had to greet each other. When they saw each other, they had to greet each other. They had to say, "Hi, Hitler." That's what they were supposed to say. And he wasn't doing that, so he had to explain why he wasn't doing that.
What did he explain why he wasn't doing it?
Well, he said "good day" instead.
Oh.
He says, "Well, that was an opposite thing my family did." Yes.
I'm about to check with this. Is there a way we could do two? Is like left and down?
Oh, so you don't want
Right.
to.
Yeah.
I don't care about Hitler.
What did Hitler do to you?
That's
So go ahead and do 12. You have a translation, right? And actually 12 and 13 are translations, aren't they? Yeah. So let's go and do those. I'll call on somebody in 2 minutes.
What's your beef with him?
I was gonna say slavery wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what's.
Bro, my brother, AJ, he was talking, he was like.
Okay, this
I'm
one
not
here
saying
we
slavery
have
was a good thing.
chastity.
And then he said, but it was kind of mean. What? He's like, how did he do that?
This is the worst morning ever, I swear.
You missed it, you missed it.
What are you talking
No.
about? Hitler.
Hitler.
Trevor's reincarnation. I did the Hitler speech for Miss D's class. Talking about he knows how to rally up a group.
Did you rally up a group, you dog?
Okay, Chastity, did you have this here?
I don't know.
Sit down.
What?
Oh my gosh.
So let's go ahead. G of x is f of x. And we remember that f of x is going to be equal to x cubed, okay? So this g of x, how does that relate to what f of x is? What kind of graphical transformations are going on here?
It goes down 3.
Okay, down 3 units, okay? So translate it down 3 units. I'm going to write that down. We'll stop right there.
Maybe it just broke. Yeah.
That's my mom.
Okay, is everybody good with that? Everybody else sees why that is? Maybe you did your calculator. And anything else? And translated.
Where's Jack's at? To the right.
Thank you, Chastity.
I slept since then.
Okay, to the right by how many units? By 4 units. So we had Chastity gave us this one, and then Chastity did the ventriloquism and pretended to speak for Garrett, had Garrett in the place of Garrett, right? By 4 units, okay? But these are correct, right? Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's go ahead and do that and make we're going to make our transformation here. We're going to have x, f of x,
That was very late.
and then g of x to help us sketch this. And so we're going to use our reference points of -1, -1, 0, 0, and 1, 1. So if we, for this one here, we're going to have to change our x location, aren't we? So let's go ahead and do that, because we're going to have to change everything, aren't we? So if we take this -1, which is our x value, and we're translating to the right by 4 units, how do we translate -1 to the right by 4 units? Do we add 4 to -1?
Yes.
Yes, we do, okay. So what's -1 plus 4?
Yeah, 3.
3, okay. And then 0 plus 4 is 4. And finally, 1 plus 4 is 5. And the next thing we're doing is we're taking these things, and which way are we translating these f of x things? We took these things and added 4. What do we do with these things here? What are we doing with these things here?
What do you grapple?
No, we're going ahead and we're using the reference points, and then after we do that, we're going to graph them, okay?
Yeah.
So you take this, because these are already here, so we're in the process of moving these points to a new mapping or
Oh,
translation.
do you like?
So what, do we subtract 3 from those? Yeah, let's subtract 3. -1 minus 3?
-4.
-4. 0 minus 3?
-3.
And finally, 1 minus 3? -2. So what we do is we take these new points, we're going to get 3, -4, that's one of the points, right? And then we have 4, -3, and 5, -2. So what are we doing with this thing? We're taking this thing and doing what with it? Okay, we are taking it to the right 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 3, down 1, down 2, down 3. Does that match just fine? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's not so bad, is it? Okay, let's go ahead and do number 13. I'll call on somebody for number 13 shortly.
So different. Over.
Oh my God, you missed it. I answered the question. You said, and I said, "What do you mean?" You said, "No." Anyways, Mr. G, what paper is this?
Oh, you don't have paper?
I wasn't here.
Chapter
Daisy, did you get a message? No? Yes, you did. You can't lie to me. You were a terrible liar.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, we make people. It's not good. Just a second.
What?
No, I really don't think you did it.
Thank you very much.
Did you get guys mad?
Oh, yeah, he's a Jewish.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like, well, what did he ever do to you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a personal problem.
Personal problem, maybe you should internalize that. Put that negative energy somewhere else.
You should have died.
I was like, you're right.
What?
Or are you telling me? It's something like killing myself.
Okay,
The problem is, wait, what's her name?
840.
Well, what is she, yeah, she.
Why did I get it?
She got the visit.
Just on
You
Facebook
know,
and
if you finish this thing, you will help.
And so I just.
Right.
That hurts.
Oh my God. I was walking out the room and he was like behind me pushing me like, go. Just wanted me to play a little.
All right. All right. Ariana, what do we get for this one here?
I got g of x is f of x translated up 2 units.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and
What am I doing?
erase all this here.
What we're gonna do is.
I'm going to keep that.
Big trash.
Translate up 2 units.
Yeah.
Bro.
And to the left one.
And left 1 unit.
I hate that. That's.
Hey, wait, no, that's my only piece of blood.
And so now,
Don't touch
how's that going to change our, so if we go to x, g of x,
The worst.
You're so perfect.
what do we do to these things here? Which one do you want to translate first, the x's or the y's?
The X sign.
X's, okay. So left 1 unit. So if we go left 1 unit, what's going to be left of -1? What's left of -1? -2, right? And left of 0 is going to be -1 and 0. And now we say down, up 2 units, right? -1 plus 2 is 1.
Wait, what?
0 plus 2 is 2. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So you should have these ones right here. -2, 1. -1, 2. And finally 0, 3. So you should have something like this, right?
That's right.
Okay. So with that, that's going to pretty much wrap up this sheet of paper, right?
Yes, sir.
You should sing a song.
Maybe, I think we'll have time for that today. And we have, I want to start on section 6.2 today. We'll sort of have a good, it's probably pretty good stuff in going through the class.
Mr. G, do you write any songs outside of math songs? Like, do you have any songs that like you sat down and wrote? Like, with no math in mind?
Yeah, I do.
You should try to sing those songs. I want to hear.
Anybody want my?
Does it have anything to do with Johnny Brown's Garage?
No, it's Ricky Brown.
Ricky Brown.
Ricky Brown. No, right. But Rick, he's a good character. That's a good name, right?
Good name, Ricky Brown. Yeah, I really think you should. We need like a Mr. G unplugged set.
So you did, so do you, I guess if you didn't finish number 1 yet, you're not quite ready to turn this in. You can turn this in tomorrow. I think you guys can finish number 1 too.
I got my radio.
Yeah, so like,
Did we just not do number 1 or is it just 1?
I don't have them.
what I did is I said you can do number 1, and we actually covered it. So it's like, I'll show you which one it is. Hang on. Let me show you where you can find number 1. I think I sent it out last Friday. Didn't I? It's all this.
Yeah, Mr. G was on Spotify. He would be on my Spotify rap as like the top 1%. Works very often.
I'll just show you where it is.
Avery's, are you coming?
Bro, y'all know like, my little brother's gonna own you. I was like, y'all two versus me and her. My little brother's gonna own you. I was like, dude, bro's jumping, I'm close already.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna kick him in the head.
Connect to the internet. What is this thing doing to me? Is it connected to the internet?
I hate when our kids are that.
Bro, he said his little brother's a smack talker. I'm like, bro, this little kid's a smack talker.
I'll bring AJ.
I'll bring AJ, bro.
It's over. AJ comes in, bro. AJ's the worst.
What are they doing to my internet today?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
The internet better be on here. I said the internet better be on. I was gonna finish my sentence.
I one of my pre-calculus students, Victoria, her mother is part of the tech department, and I always give her a hard time.
You're like, no,
What about his little brother?
like Katie from 4 years ago.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, we could bring it. You should bring it.
Then we could do 3 on 3.
Let me see if I'm going to be wired in here. Let me see if I have this.
Are you gonna be able to drive?
I will.
They're not like almost ready.
My uncle was like, he was like, you're trying to drive home? And I'm like, they think you're everywhere.
Mr. G, may I go to the restroom?
I think I'll be able to drive. I hope so. Stupid.
If not, I will.
Yeah, that's it.
We just gotta say either you or JJ. You get pulled.
Or all Lutzes. I'm registered as a Braden Lutz at the Urban Air. Do you remember that whenever there was like the family discount and your dad just signed the
Don't just spend watching.
No, I thought there's Urban Air. Chuck E. Cheese.
Jonathan?
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Miss James said turkey.
Oh.
But you know,
Kind of weird.
What are they doing? What are y'all doing?
yes, you do, obviously.
What are y'all doing?
Let it cry.
I'm gonna break out the
You
old.
know, part of it.
No.
Break out the old.
I want to be a part of everything.
Yeah, it says 124. So actually, this thing it's class.
Bro, what's the weather looking like tomorrow?
It's going to be class Monday.
I don't know.
Okay.
This one right here.
We're pulling up in joggers.
Yeah.
Shorts.
Literally.
Or like going to church or something.
No, we're not doing that.
Pants versus no
Underwear versus commando.
Okay. For number one, it was Monday's video that was sent out.
Oh.
So if you look at Monday, well, you can turn. I have 3 people who turned it in. So
Oh, Mr. G, how was jury duty?
jury duty. They didn't need a jury. So I was there in case a jury was needed, but one was not needed. So I had to wait for 2 hours, and I went home.
Wait. Did everyone do number 1?
No.
Right here.
It's Monday's. It was Monday's class. Okay, so you can go
Put
with
this in my
Monday.
bag now.
Relax. It's not school.
There's school.
It's tomorrow, Friday.
Ooh, okay. Wait, then AJ
I
can't.
get to go sit my sister.
There's never late.
No, that's the sleep.
No, there is school.
Oh.
Wait,
I have
Brady,
pictures. Show
then
me.
you gotta wait on Adrian.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you can't drive, I'll just drive you to your house. You know, you can record.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
He does